facts are facts, man. And this is something that I've noticed with liberals. Like, you guys don't like facts. You guys tend to be like, how do we feel about this? And let's be all, woosah and emotions. And it's like, I don't know.
I got nothing but love for you, brother. It's all good.
Yeah, that's fine. No, it's fine. I'm not mad. I'm just saying, like, it's always interesting to talk to leftists about this because you guys don't really operate on facts. You guys operate on how you feel. Like, Democrats mark it more on like, oh, there's a disparity and we're being held down by the man. Even the term patriarchy, I think, is hilarious whenever women use it, or leftists, because it's like every society that's thrived has been under a patriarchy. It's just how we operate as humans.
Society, the tantric society, has not operated under a patriarchy. That is incorrect information. Incorrect.
Name one successful civilization that still exists today that was a matriarchy.
Honestly, I feel complete with the subject. I think we can move on.
Exactly. That's my point.
Just move on.
That's my
it's
point.
It's all good.
You're wrong. Like you're wrong. Like, that's just what it is. You know what I mean? Like, you literally can't name one because it doesn't exist. Do
You're
not
right.
make
You're absolutely
good leaders.
Right. And this is what it's like to be a woman, right? You're right. We can just move on. You're right. It's okay. Yeah, what you have to say is valid.
Why are you getting emotional though right now?
Absolutely. Women need to be emotional, right? That's why we need more, like, less passport bros, right? So that women can be
Well, that's an inherent flaw that
right,
you're so emotional because when facts are being stated, you dislike it, and your emotional reaction.
It's not emotional.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's having conscious choice.
No, you're talking over them, and you're saying you're right. Yeah, whatever.
Can you imagine if I told you? Hold on. If I told you, right, the sky is blue.
Wait, I don't talk kids.
Wait, what?
No, she acts like a 13-year-old right now. All emotional and stuff. So,
Totally emotional.
Well, fact is a fact. Whether you like it or not, it's just a fact.
No,
but
fine.
it may not be what you want to hear, so I get it.
Wait, just
Yeah, I mean, look, this goes back to what I was saying. Should never be in positions of power or be leaders because
that's interesting.
It doesn't work.
I disagree.
Can you tell me one successful matriarchy then?
Mireya Moscoso, la presidenta de Panama. First Panamanian president. Woman. Mireya Moscoso.
And Panama.
No, it's not.
It's an
What?
Yes.
Have you been?
Yes.
When?
Yes.
When
I actually
have you been?
I went there for a terrorism investigation.
Did you really?
Yes.
Yeah. And
yes.
what part of it is more of a shithole than the Donald Trump campaign? Tell me.
And the other thing too is that Panama is still
Tell me
a very.
what more of it is more of a shithole than
very...
the Donald Trump campaign. Tell me.
Okay, what do you not like about Donald Trump?
So many.
You clearly have a hard on for this guy. What's your issue with him?
That he is pro sex workers.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I do love that.
So that's
I
your.
do love that
okay.
he's pro sex
What do you
workers.
dislike then?
Pretty much everything else.
Can you name 2 or 3 things that you dislike?
I don't like the way he communicates. I don't like the way that
harsh.
he, stands for a whole nation in a way that is very diverse and wants to put everyone inside of a box and say that women are emotional and that men need to go out of the country to find women.
Trump
and
never said
women
that.
do not need to be in position of power.
Trump never said
those
that.
Are the
That's
followers.
internet
Yeah, he never
stance.
said that.
Yeah.
Trump never said any of these things.
I'm not a fan of that kind of culture, I guess I would like to say.
When did he say that?
Trump didn't say any of these things you mentioned.
Well, I don't know. He did say things like grab her by the right.
Bruh.
He did say
Bro,
things
The
like
context
you
was
know, like
nowhere.
after a show between boys just talking shit. It wasn't like,
that, but
oh my God.
that's part of the issue. That's part of the issue. It's like,
That's
when
what
are we
men
gonna
talk.
respect pussy? Like, pussy is powerful and strong and delicious and amazing. That's why you're here, because of
don't you
Wait,
work?
wait,
that's why we're all here.
I mean,
hold on. So
she
I can
makes money being a
respect it and still talk about it, right?
She makes money.
What are you talking about?
If I like,
Yeah.
I can also talk about it, right?
Well, we can all talk about everything.
So he was
right?
with a close friend, just talking the shit and saying, "Hey, grab the by the." No, doesn't make it
absolutely not.
right.
No, it doesn't.
Maybe
It's
not, but he
okay.
just speaking his mind to
Not
a friend
okay.
behind closed doors.
This is the president of the United States of America.
But in context,
This was back
look
when
at
he
all of the
was. This is back when he ran a
accusations.
hit TV show, The Apprentice. This is like in the mid
Look at
2000s.
all of the criminal investigations he's been found guilty for. You know what?
no, he hasn't.
And to be
No, he
honest,
hasn't.
I have to say,
No, he
like,
hasn't.
I do not. I'm not a fan
That's why
of
he's
the
our
punitive
president.
justice system. I'm not a fan of the prison systems, the way that they operate. And if a criminal can be president, then that means if you are locked up right now, you can get out and change your life.
Okay.
So
can you?
I want to add.
How's
to
he a
that.
criminal? Can you tell me how he's a
Okay.
criminal?
in many different
How is he a
ways.
criminal?
Just one.
With the ballots and how he interjected and how he made it seem, and also on the 6th of January, how he literally propaganded for people to storm
No.
the Capitol.
No.
And that's what they did.
He didn't
Wow.
say that.
No.
He said
You think
you
Trump
can
did that?
watch the videos. He
No.
said
What did he
do it
say?
peacefully.
He said
Thank you.
he
Exercise
exercised
your
Peacefully.
rights
right, but is his
peacefully.
energy peaceful? Is anything
Durag
about
Myron,
Donald
tip
Trump
$35.
peaceful?
I'm not
No,
going to
it's
lie,
not.
you and all these radical leftists sound just as obnoxious and annoying as Selena and her friend.
But you know what?
LMAO
I can go.
Calavita
I don't
Chevi
need to
Mas
be here.
Benita.
I'm straight.
What does that mean?
So
Spanish?
like, it's all good.
Look, you're free to get up and leave at any point, but what I am going to tell you is that you're wrong about almost everything that you mentioned. Absolutely wrong.
I hear you.
He
and
tweeted out and said,
I hear you.
protest peacefully. He didn't, advocate for any type of violence. The other talking points that you have aren't even points that he's made. You're referring back to when he was in a tour bus talking with another actor about being a celebrity and having a hit show, saying grab her by the... Everyone has had locker room talk like that. Kamala Harris, I'm sure, said a bunch of ridiculous things in the past as well.
I heard her.
She went ahead and showed up with Montel Williams as like a second girlfriend.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we can play that game as well if you're going to talk about like, oh yeah, well, this is sexual degeneracy, whatever. And then the other thing you mentioned, he's a criminal. That case that you just mentioned was dismissed literally a couple days ago.
Yeah.
The January 6th one, federally. The document case
Well,
had no
he's
basis.
Now
Got dismissed.
in power and on his way to being the president, and I'm most looking forward to
He's already the
what's going
president.
to
And,
happen.
and
No,
the New
he's
York
not the
case was
president
bullshit.
yet.
It went to the appellate courts, and they're
But
like, "Why did you guys bring this case?"
Next year he will be, and then I look forward
So
to
you're wrong.
4
He's not a
years
criminal
from
then.
now, and he's not anymore.
He's
but
not a
that's
criminal.
okay. That's not the point. The
You
point-
made that allegation.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I did make that. Thank you for giving me the accurate information.
Okay.
So you're
Right?
wrong.
I appreciate that.
Accountability.
So you
I
were
can be
wrong.
wrong. I can be wrong. Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
Wrong.
and the
Credibility.
thing, yeah,
Wrong.
like,
Yeah. Thank you for letting me know the correct information. And I will continue to do research, and I'll get back to you later. Thank you.
there's nothing to research. He's not a criminal.
No, of course not.
Like,
No, he's not a criminal.
Could you imagine if I don't like you and you were falsely accused of being a criminal, and I just said to everyone, "You're a criminal." How would you feel?
You don't like me?
Imagine if I didn't like you, and you were falsely accused of being a criminal.
Falsely accused of being a
Yeah.
criminal.
How would you feel?
Well, I believe that when I hold positions of power, then I need to lead with honor, integrity, accountability, justice in a way that is kind, compassionate, and empathetic.
But you didn't do anything.
Pardon?
You didn't do anything.
That happens all of the time
No, but I'm
to a lot of different
I'm
people
telling
all
everyone
over
that
the
you're a
world.
criminal, though.
It happened to Muhammad.
No, he's saying, how would you feel
How would
if
you
he
feel
did
if that
that
was
to
you?
you? Yeah.
How would I personally
Yeah,
feel?
you did it to Trump.
So you think that what I'm saying about Donald Trump is completely inaccurate and false?
Yes, you
in
just
a
proved
way.
it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
but that was just one thing.
You said
That was
multiple
one
things.
thing.
all right, so look, this is gonna be maybe controversial for some of the people here, but this is why I think we need to repeal. I'm gonna go somewhere with this. She went ahead and just made a bunch of allegations that aren't true, and that actually factored into how she voted.
Yeah.
And the other thing too, right? That factored into what you when you went to the poll and you voted for whoever you voted for. You don't want to tell us. Probably Kamala Harris, or maybe you wrote someone else in. I don't know, but this was in your head. Donald Trump's a criminal, so therefore I'm going to vote this way. That was faulty information that isn't true. Now, with that said, the other thing too that I don't think you guys don't have to join selective service and have skin in the game when it comes to the military. The president is the commander in chief of the military and the U.S. Armed Forces. So I look at it like if you don't have skin in the game in the military and you don't get sent to war, I'm saying who we pick as a leader. And the other thing too is that if we rely exclusively on female votes, almost all the time they vote Democrat. Matter of fact, they went ahead and looked at it. If men didn't vote in this last election, Kamala Harris would be the president-elect right now as we speak. So look, I know you're like, that's not true. That's fucked up. Unfortunately, a majority of women vote Democrat. They vote for socialists. They vote for leftists. They vote for people that are more communitarian because that's female nature.
You know, I have
Is
to
any of
say that
that
when
shown?
I got into this conversation, I realized that I needed to have more understanding of the political realm in order to have this conversation with you. At the end of the day, I have nothing against you, and I understand that I was wrong for making a statement about Donald Trump with the information that I had at the time. But I disagree that of what you just said, and I really think it's disrespectful.
To repeal.
It dishonors us. And so I do hear you, and that this is your show and your vibe and all the things. And I'm humbly going to exit.
Okay,
so
hold on.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Have
that's
a good
fine.
night.
That's fine. But I made a very logically sound argument as to why.
You did. You're right.
No, you did.
Like,
You
see,
did.
and this is, guys, what you're observing right now, this always happens when I debate liberals. They don't actually have anything to say. It's just feelings and mushy and gush, make a bunch of wrong claims, get proven that they're wrong, and then, I'm just going to walk out because you hurt my feelings.